Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and today I'm not sure if I have found something exceptionally rare, if this is just a misunderstanding, or if I've simply been scammed. I was on the market Nuestra Señora de Africa, the biggest and best market in the Canary Islands for fruit hunting, or also simply for shopping your weekly groceries. And there was a box with stuff which looked like spiny chirimoyas. That's what a normal chirimoya looks like. Not the size is exceptional. This one is well over a kilo. Well, a normal chirimoya would look like this, but like a third the size. The skin looks like you have pressed it everywhere with your finger. However, from time to time there are chirimoyas which look spiny like this. This is nothing too unusual, and small farms will usually sell them together with the normal ones. I think the big commercial plantations, they select them out and sell them for a cheaper price. But there was a box where pretty much everything looked like this one. And also they were quite expensive, €7 a kilo, while chirimoyas here cost about €3 to €4 a kilo, so twice as expensive as normal chirimoyas. And the label on the box said Chiriguana. I'm not sure if it was Chiriguana or Chiriguana, but if you have basic knowledge of the Spanish language and of fruitarian nomenclature, you will realize that this name is a mixture of the name Chirimoya and Guanabana, which is the Spanish name for the soursop. So Chirimoya is Annona Chirimoya, while Guanabana is Annona muricata. And if this is a hybrid of both, like the lady on the market told me, this would be a great discovery indeed. I've never seen anything like this in the literature. I think there was once a discussion on Tropical Fruit Forum, what would happen if you try to hybridize them, but nobody really got fruit as far as I know. So if this is really a hybrid between a Chirimoya and a Guanabana, this would be an exceptional find. And they'll definitely keep the seeds from this one. So if anybody wants seeds from this plant, I will most probably be able to provide some. Well, there is Annona hybrid, which is commercially very successful. It's the Atemoya. It's the hybrid between Chirimoya and the sugar apple. So it's the hybrid between Annona Cherimoya and Annona squamosa. Well, I'm not very familiar with Atemoya. I think I've eaten it once and I've seen it maybe twice more on markets or on plantations. However, I'm quite familiar with chirimoyas which look like this. As I said, it's not so unusual for chirimoyas to look like this. Well, taste-wise, it should be quite easy to determine what this is. Chirimoya is mostly sweet, but it has a lot of mild sourness. Sugar apple, like the name suggests, is just sweet. While soursop, as the name suggests, is pretty sour. The sourness dominates, although there is a lot of sweetness. So if this stuff is really sweet, I would guess that it's an Atemoya. But if it has the typical soursop taste, at least a little bit of it, then this would be really some discovery. Well, that's what it looks like on the inside. Still more or less like a chirimoya. The smell is like a chirimoya, no soursop smell. Taste-wise, it's like chirimoya with an additional flavor. Well, this could be the like sugar apple flavor, but I'm not 100% sure, but I would say This is something like a Cherimoya, or Chirimoya with a bit of sugar apple flavor. It seems like it's not 100% ripe. I could have left it for a couple more hours, not till tomorrow. Tomorrow it would have been past its prime. But maybe it would have been best by tonight. No, folks, I really cannot detect any soursop taste here. It's also not just Chirimoya and sugar apple taste. It's kind of it is a little bit different, but still much closer to the range of Cherimoya and sugar apple than of Guanabana. No, as much as I would like to detect any Guanabana signs here, no. Also, Guanabana is a lot more fibrous than Cherimoya, but no, this is more like Cherimoya. So maybe this was just a misunderstanding and somebody sold them Atemoya, but they thought nobody will understand what a sugar apple is. So they just made up a name which is a mix-up of Cherimoya and Guanabana. Yeah, well, Cherimoya is quite common in Spain and on the Canary Islands. Soursop is very rare, but still more common than sugar apple or Atemoya. Even during a couple weeks of fruit hunting in winter, you would find Cherimoya every day in 5 places. Guanabana maybe once, or if you are lucky, twice. And sugar apple or Atemoya once if you are really lucky. So I think this is probably Atemoya. I'm gonna keep the seeds for like a week or so. If somebody wants them, I can send them to them, but don't expect this to be a Chirimoya Soursop hybrid. I'm quite sure this is an Atemoya or some quite strange Chirimoya. Well, folks, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the Canary Islands. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.